On September 10th, 2023, the renowned Mexican rapper Peso Pluma faced a sea of 100,000 eager fans, but little did he know that his actions that day would unleash a series of harrowing events. Standing boldly before the massive crowd, Peso Pluma made a controversial move by publicly paying homage to the notorious drug lord El Chapo with the assistance of a mage. However, this audacious act did not go unnoticed by the Jalisco New Generation cartel, setting off a chain of events that would forever haunt the rapper. But before going into the details, here are 5 times rappers tried to bully some of the most deadly cartels in the world. So make sure to stay tuned until the end, as the unfolding events will leave you in disbelief. 5. Lefty SM. On September 2nd, 2020, Lefty SM, a renowned Mexican rapper, met a tragic end when 3 assailants gunned him down in his home in Jalisco, Mexico. While some speculate it was a botched robbery, his wife believes it was a premeditated attack. The circumstances surrounding his death leave lingering questions about what precisely transpired. Born on April 22nd, 1992 in San Luis Rio, Colorado, Mexico, Lefty SM's journey into the world of music was marked by a distinctive flair that set him apart. The nickname Lefty, affectionately given to him by close friends, encapsulated his left-handedness. At the age of 16, while maintaining a day job as a mechanic, he embarked on a musical odyssey that would leave an indelible mark on the Mexican rap scene. Lefty's early work showcased a unique style, skillfully blending hip-hop with slow G-funk beats, drawing influences from a myriad of genres. This fusion gave rise to a versatile sound that allowed him to seamlessly transition between delivering unrestrained bars and soulful crooning. The pivotal point in his career came with the signing to Alzada Records, propelling him into the limelight and garnering recognition across Mexico's rap scene. Lefty SM's ascent to stardom was nothing short of remarkable, marked by a wave of international recognition that surged through YouTube, amassing an impressive 2.5 million followers since 2017. In 2019, he solidified his position with the release of his debut album, Avión de Papel, a testament to his artistic prowess and storytelling skills. His influence transcended borders as he collaborated with esteemed names like Santa Fe Clan on the patriotic single My Mexico, and joined forces with rap heavyweights such as Net Up, Pinna G, MXNC Davo, Thed1, Darius, and Hambi Alaf. The collective impact of these collaborations elevated Lefty SM to the status of one of Mexico's biggest rappers, a recognition well-deserved in the competitive realm of the rap scene. The fateful night of September 2nd, 2023, unfolded in tragedy as Lefty SM and his wife, Isa Mary, found themselves in a harrowing situation. The couple, lying in bed, became victims of a chilling break-in orchestrated by 3 armed assailants. What began as an attempt to forcibly remove Lefty from his home quickly escalated into an act of violence, culminating in the assailants opening fire. Lefty bore the brunt of this senseless violence, being shot twice in the process. Rushed to the hospital in a desperate attempt to save him, the rapper's life slipped away, and he was pronounced dead at approximately 1:15 a.m. The haunting irony lingered in the air as his final performance, just the night prior at Teatro Metropolitan in Mexico City, transformed from a musical celebration to an indelible and tragic memory for his fans, forever etched in the annals of Mexico's rap scene. In the aftermath of Lefty SM's tragic demise, the investigation sparked intense speculation regarding the possible perpetrators. Initial conjectures leaned towards cartel involvement, a grim reality not uncommon in certain regions. The city's CJNG members emerged as potential suspects, given Lefty's proximity to their territory. Adding a layer of complexity, the narrative introduced a mysterious figure, LO, rumored to have connections with the cartel. As the investigation unfolded, the fingers of suspicion began pointing towards CJNG, but an air of uncertainty hung over the true culprits. The intricate web of alliances, personal conflicts, and hidden motives shrouded the investigation, leaving both authorities and the public grappling with the enigma of who might be responsible for the untimely end of a rising star in Mexico's rap scene. 4. Chileno Sanchez. In his final performance in Mexico, the legendary Chileno Sanchez somberly read the death note handed to him. Wiping the sweat from his forehead, he anxiously surveyed his surroundings, apprehensive about what awaited him. Chileno, clearly not a rapper but a revered singer and musical icon in Mexico, had a genre and life story that remains one of the most spine-chilling tales you'll encounter today. The iconic Chileno Sanchez was born on August 30th, 1960 in Sinaloa, Mexico. Coming from a modest background, his journey to becoming a Mexican musical icon is both compelling and inspiring. Chileno rose to fame in the genre of narco corridos, a style that narrates stories about the Mexican drug trade. Despite the challenges of his early life, Chelino's authentic storytelling and unique approach to music resonated with audiences, propelling him to become a revered figure in Mexican music. In 1975, when Chelino Sanchez was merely 15 years old, his life took a dark turn with a personal tragedy that would shape his future. His sister fell victim to a horrifying incident, being kidnapped and assaulted by a group of men. This deeply traumatic event fueled a burning determination in Chelino, leading him to make a solemn vow for revenge. The moment arrived in 1979 at a party, where Chelino, spotting El Chapo Perez, one of the men responsible for his sister's torment, engaged in a fateful gunfight. In a dramatic confrontation, Chelino took justice into his own hands, shooting Perez at close range, an act that ended Perez's life immediately. This act of vengeance not only marked a turning point in Chelino's life, but also sparked a series of events that would shape his destiny. Faced with the consequences of his actions, Chelino made a pivotal decision to escape the dangerous territories of Sinaloa. He sought refuge in Tijuana, where he embarked on a new chapter, becoming involved in helping Mexicans cross into the United States. Chelino then himself moved to Los Angeles, a pivotal step that would shape his trajectory toward musical fame. In the vibrant atmosphere of LA, Chelino uniquely blended his experiences with the raw narrative style of narco-corridos, creating a distinctive musical genre that resonated with audiences. This infusion of authenticity and gritty storytelling set Chelino apart in the music scene, both in Los Angeles and his native Mexico. As his popularity soared, Chelino's impact on the music landscape became undeniable, with his work making a significant mark in the cultural fabric of both regions. However, the journey to fame took a tragic turn during his performance at Plaza Los Arrows in Coachella. In a horrifying incident, an attempted assassination unfolded on stage, with a man named Eduardo Gallegos shooting Chelino 4 times. Miraculously surviving the attack, Chelino's realization of the imminent danger he faced marked a sobering moment in his career. Following the previous attack believed to be orchestrated by those seeking revenge for El Chapo Perez, Chelino Sanchez found himself in a precarious situation. Recognizing the constant threat to his life, he took a daring step by accepting a gig in the city controlled by the formidable Sinaloa cartel, Gusev. Despite being fully aware of the risks involved, Chelino's primary concern was the safety and prosperity of his family. During the performance, an ominous note was handed to Chelino, further intensifying the mystery surrounding his fate. This mysterious incident would ultimately culminate in Chelino's tragic death after the performance while he was going back, leaving a void in the world of narco-corridos and raising questions about the circumstances that led to his demise. In the aftermath of Chelino's murder, an extensive investigation ensued, explaining the perplexing circumstances surrounding his death. Speculations arose, with fingers pointing towards El Chapo Perez's associates as potential culprits. The unsolved mystery added an enigmatic layer to Chelino's narrative, leaving the true orchestrators of his demise shrouded in uncertainty. Despite the unresolved questions, Chelino's impact on the narco-corrido genre endured, solidifying his legacy as a musical icon whose life and death became intrinsically woven into the complex tapestry of Mexican culture. 3. Mr. Yossi Locote. On April 19, 2018, the lifeless body of the 42-year-old Mexican rapper Mr. Yossi was discarded in a vacant lot in the western city of Guadalajara. A grim detail accompanied the scene. A screwdriver brutally plunged into his chest, bearing a note from the cartel responsible for orchestrating his demise. This individual, not of Mexican origin, found himself entangled with an exceptionally perilous cartel, adding a layer of danger to the already tragic event. Born in Bakersfield, California, Mr. Yossi Locote had carved a niche for himself in the Mexican rap scene, gaining acclaim for his raw and honest portrayal of street life. His affiliation with the notorious street gang Florence 13 added a layer of complexity to his narrative. Florence 13, deeply involved in drug smuggling and notorious for violent activities, became an intrinsic part of Mr. Yossi Locote's story. Despite being a hip-hop star, Mr. Yossi Locote aligned himself with another formidable group, the Serenos, a Southern California gang associated with the Mexican mafia. Adopting the Cholo dress code, characterized by shaved heads and baggy attire, he embraced both worlds, the music scene and the perilous realm of street gangs. In 2012, Mr. Yossi Locote's trajectory took a significant turn when the US rap label Circulo Asesino signed him, propelling him into the limelight. His debut album, 13 Hood Rules, released that same year, showcased his prowess as a storyteller, delving into the harsh realities of street life. As his popularity soared, so did the territorial disputes in Guadalajara, where Florence 13 aimed to expand its influence. The CJNG, relatively new to Guadalajara at the time, was implicated in numerous massacres and attacks on security forces, creating a volatile atmosphere. Recognizing Mr. Yossi Locote's role in the rise of Florence 13 in the city, the CJNG orchestrated a calculated move. In April 2018, just 2 days before the discovery of his lifeless body, Mr. Yossi Locote was kidnapped from a local market in Guadalajara. The CJNG's motive was clear: eliminate a prominent figure to destabilize Florence 13. The brutality of the act was chilling. Instead of a swift execution, Mr. Yossi Locote faced a gruesome fate. Held down by his assailants, he was mercilessly stabbed to death with a screwdriver. The CJNG, true to its style, left a note at the crime scene, warning others against supporting their rival, Cholo. Despite public outcry and demands for justice, no one has been charged with Mr. Yossi Locote's murder. The intricate web of cartel involvement, street gang dynamics, and the blurred lines between the music industry and the criminal underworld paint a haunting picture of the challenges faced by those entangled in Mexico's complex socio-cultural landscape. As fans grappled with the loss of a talented artist, the unanswered questions surrounding Mr. Yossi Locote's death underscored the harsh realities of navigating fame in the shadow of cartel conflicts. You're not subscribed to the Crime Kingdom YouTube channel. That's why you need to subscribe before the end of this year. We want to get 50 subscribers, and please subscribe so we hit our goal and reach many more people. 2. QBA. QBA found himself in peril on April 22, 2018, as he inadvertently marked a significant target on his back. The cardinal rule within the CJNG organization is unequivocal: never, under any circumstances, cooperate with authorities by revealing the inner workings of the cartel. However, QBA violated this golden rule by indirectly exposing classified information to Mexican authorities about certain affairs and dealings with the cartel. Palma Gutierrez, a burgeoning rapper in his 20s, had established a notable presence in the music scene with a successful rap career, garnering a substantial following of 125,000 subscribers on YouTube. Gutierrez was on the brink of widespread recognition. His scheduled performances and growing popularity indicated that his music resonated with a significant audience. Beyond the numbers, Gutierrez's unique style set him apart. His music videos, reflective of his gritty and raw portrayal of life, depicted scenes in poor neighborhoods with youth brandishing guns and engaging in drug-related activities. The visual narrative of his videos provided a contrast to mainstream expectations, offering an unfiltered look into the challenging environments that influenced his lyrical content. Gutierrez's lyrics, often explaining the darker aspects of life, touched on themes of drugs and violence. Despite enjoying success in his rap career, he found himself grappling with financial challenges that his artistic pursuits alone couldn't alleviate. In an effort to make ends meet, Gutierrez took on a side gig at a mechanical workshop, where his weekly earnings ranged from $80 to $100. This modest income reflected the contrast between the image of a thriving rapper and the financial reality he faced. The situation took a darker turn when Gutierrez received an offer from El Cochi, a proposition that would introduce him to additional, more ominous responsibilities associated with the Jalisco New Generation cartel. The intersection of financial strain and the allure of supplemental income led Gutierrez into a world far removed from the spotlight of his rap career, as he became entangled in the dangerous activities of the cartel, ultimately altering the trajectory of his life. QBA became embroiled in the treacherous world of the CJNG, an association that originated in 2010 and quickly gained notoriety for its ruthless attacks on security forces and public officials. The cartel's dangerous reputation, marked by its audacious confrontations, presented a stark contrast to Gutierrez's initial world of aspiring rap stardom. His association with this criminal organization undoubtedly had a profound impact on his life, redirecting him from the pursuit of musical success to a perilous path dictated by the cartel's illicit activities. The ominous turn in QBA's life began when he received a call to complete a task. Responding to this call, QBA arrived at a scene that would forever alter the course of his existence. 3 lifeless bodies lay before him, a chilling sight that revealed the victims' identities as film students: Javier Salomon, Daniel Diaz, and Marco Alos. These students, innocently filming at a property owned by one of their aunts, had unwittingly become targets of the Jalisco New Generation cartel, mistaking them for members of a rival gang. Tragically, one of the students, Javier Salomon, was tortured to death, and to eliminate potential witnesses, the other 2 were also mercilessly killed. Faced with this gruesome reality, QBA found himself entangled in a horrifying task. Tasked with disposing of the bodies, he played a crucial role in dissolving them in sulfuric acid. This nightmarish duty, orchestrated by the cartel, showcased the depths to which Gutierrez had descended, entwined in a web of violence and brutality. Soon after the disappearance of the film students, the streets erupted into protests, and news outlets fervently covered the topic, shedding light on the heinous act orchestrated by QBA and the CJNG. As the magnitude of his actions became glaringly evident, QBA found himself engulfed in a wave of public outrage. The weight of his guilt intensified, and shortly thereafter he was arrested by the police. In a surprising turn of events, QBA chose to confess not only to his association with the CJNG, but also to reveal intricate details about their meth production. This revelation raised questions about his motivation. Why would he willingly expose sensitive information, knowing the risks it posed to his safety? It was likely guilt that prompted him to unveil the dark secrets of the cartel. However, this act went against the cartel's golden rule. Members should never snitch on the organization. By breaking this rule, QBA painted a target on his back. And even though he is now in prison, the looming danger persists. The potential threat from cartel members inside the prison itself adds an extra layer of uncertainty to QBA's safety behind bars. 1. Peso Pluma. Mexican music sensation Peso Pluma took center stage during a two-day music festival in the nation's capital. Amid his electrifying performance, he extended the microphone towards the massive Mexico City crowd, approximately 100,000 strong, as the audience harmoniously chanted the initials JGL, a direct reference to Joaquin Guzman Lora. Also known as El Chapo, Peso Pluma may not have attached profound significance to the homage. However, for the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, this act resonated on a profound level, and they solemnly pledged to seek revenge. Hailing from the municipality of Zapopan in Jalisco, Mexico, Peso swiftly ascended the ranks of the Mexican rap scene, carving a distinct niche for himself. Born Hassan Emilio Cabanda, Peso Pluma began his musical journey at the age of 15, picking up the guitar and drawing inspiration from iconic figures like Chelino Sanchez and Ariel Camacho. Infusing his music with the storytelling tradition of narco corridos, he developed a style that resonated with audiences. Peso Pluma's breakthrough moment came with the release of his third studio album, Genesis, in July 2022. This album achieved remarkable success, making its debut at an impressive number 3 on the Billboard All-Genre Album chart. The fusion of regional Mexican music and contemporary rap elements showcased his versatility and marked him as a significant force in the evolving landscape of Mexican hip-hop. The narco corrido genre, known for narrating tales of the Mexican drug trade, became a significant influence on Peso Pluma's storytelling approach. However, it was his explicit glorification of the notorious drug lord El Chapo in his songs that stirred tensions within the Mexican rap scene. The Jalisco New Generation Cartel, CJNG, a powerful and notorious criminal organization, took exception to Peso Pluma's homage to their arch-rival El Chapo. The lyrics of Pluma's songs, particularly the references to El Chapo and the Sinaloa cartel, triggered a reaction from the CJNG, setting the stage for a clash between the artist and the influential cartel. Specifically, on September 10, 2023, when Peso Pluma was performing on the grand stage in Mexico City, captivating a colossal crowd of 100,000 people with his energetic presence. The atmosphere was electric as he held the mic towards the audience, and in unison, they chanted the initials JGL, a direct reference to El Chapo. This public display of homage held deep significance for Peso Pluma's fans, but it also sent shockwaves through the criminal underbelly, particularly the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, CJNG. The act, while perhaps innocuous to Pluma, resonated as a challenge to the CJNG's authority and loyalty, as it openly celebrated their rival, El Chapo. The chanting crowd not only underscored Pluma's influence but also intensified the brewing tensions between the artist and criminal organization, setting the stage for a perilous confrontation. The brewing tensions between Peso Pluma and the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, CJNG, escalated on September 12, 2023, when ominous banners appeared over bridges in Tijuana. The banners carried a stark warning to Peso Pluma, urging him to cancel his scheduled concert in the city. The explicit message conveyed the CJNG's displeasure with Pluma's public homage to El Chapo and the Sinaloa cartel in his songs. The cartel made it clear that failure to comply with their demands would result in severe consequences for the artist. The banners, ominously signed by the CJNG, pointed to the gravity of the threat and the authenticity of the message. Faced with the imminent danger posed by one of Mexico's most dangerous criminal organizations, Peso Pluma and his team reluctantly chose to cancel the Tiana concert, prioritizing the artist's safety over a risky confrontation with the enraged cartel. To comprehend the CJNG's fierce reaction to Peso Pluma's actions, understanding the context is crucial. Tiana holds a pivotal position as a disputed territory among various criminal organizations. The city, situated near the border, has historically been a battleground for control among cartels. The CJNG, as one of the most prominent and powerful criminal entities, sees Tiana as part of its stronghold. Peso Pluma, with his immense influence and soaring popularity, inadvertently became a symbol challenging the CJNG's dominance in this contested region. From the CJNG's perspective, it was not merely about a rapper's artistic expression, but a direct challenge to their authority in a territory they consider their own. So, what are your views on this? Given the risks involved, do you think artists should use their music to comment on real-life criminal figures and organizations? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Do consider liking and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Until next time, stay safe.